Welcome to Yoga with Lin and Leo. Here we're doing a collection of poses for runners. If you're not quite sure of the individual poses, then have a look at the series. It'll be on one of our playlists. You can see here that Leo is rolling up the front of her mat to place the heel of the hands onto for Adho Mukha Svanasana, dog head down. Come onto your hands and knees, middle finger pointing directly forwards, press into the hands and lift the sitting bones up. Straight arms, straight legs, pressing into the heel of the hands. You can see that Leo is using that rolled up mat to really push back into the legs. It's not necessary for the heels to come to the floor. What is necessary is that you keep the legs straight, the sitting bones lifting, and that you push back at the very top of your thighs and move the abdomen towards your spine. Keep the breath fine and even. Allow the head and neck to completely release down. Come into Adho Mukha Virabhadrasana and sit back on your heels, stretch forwards. The equipment that Leo, doing the modified versions of the poses, is using here is a chair and 2 yoga bricks. So we're now going to come into the next pose, which is a lunge action. Leo is using the 2 bricks at the front of the mat. So turn your left foot out slightly, step forwards with your right foot into a big step, and then take your hands either to the floor. Lin in the white is showing the classic action here. Leo is taking her hands to the bricks. Extend back into the back leg heel, keeping that back leg strong and straight. The heel may lift, and that's absolutely fine, that back heel, but the direction of the heel bone is downwards. This action opens out in the groins and stretches in the backs of the legs. Come up, walk back to the back edge of your mat, turn your right foot out slightly and step forwards with your left foot. Turn the pelvis to face forwards, lift the frontal pelvic bones, lift the abdomen back towards the spine, bend your front leg and take your hands down. With all of these yoga actions, it's important to understand that you need to be gentle with your body. Don't force yourself into any action. So extend again back into that back leg heel. Even if the heel is lifting, the direction is down. Straighten that back leg and lengthen through the front body. Keep the breath fine and even through the nostrils. Step forwards to come out of the action. And now we're coming onto the abdomen. We're coming into Bhekasana, frog pose here. So Lin in the white is going to show the classic action. Leo is going to show a modified version. Leo is in the turquoise top. So bring the heels towards the buttocks and take hold of your feet. The heels come down not to the buttocks but either side of the hips. So the back of the hamstring region needs to be soft. The elbows lift up, and you can see here that Lin is turning her fingers so that they face in the same direction as the toes. Leo maintains the fingers facing back towards the knees, but the elbows are still lifted, the chest is lifted. Don't allow the knees to come apart too much. Release the legs down. And we're now going to come into the next action. Ardha Matsyandrasana, half Lord of the Fishes. It's a twisting action. Leo is using a brick and is going to fold her right leg back into a Virabhadrasana action with the toes pointing directly back. Lin has folded that right leg back, but the foot has come underneath the sitting bones. That's the right foot. Then the left leg comes over the top of the right leg. You can see here that Lin has lifted up, taken the elbow down, and now she's going to turn the shoulder and clasp the hands behind whilst keeping the right knee inside the armpit. For Leo, she's just drawing that right leg in towards the chest and twisting towards the right side. So this is a complicated action. If you're finding it difficult to follow it on this video, then do have a look at our Yoga for Runners series. There's a playlist on our playlist section, or if you look in our Yoga Pose directory, you'll find the individual tutorials for this. So you can see with Lin that she's getting so that she's sharp on that outer foot bone, so that when she sits down onto that foot, there's a little bit of balance going on there. For Leo, she's just taking the leg back into a Virasana action, and the left leg is coming over that right Virasana leg. So the balance is an issue when you're sitting onto your foot, so you have to be sharp in that outer foot bone. And now take the hand behind and clasp if you're working in the classic action, or draw that shin bone into a vertical action if you're working in the modified version. This stretches in the piriformis and the IT band. They're both classic areas for runners and other athletes to have tightness and disruption and congestion in those areas. So we're now going to come into Viparita Karani. Lin is going to take her legs up the wall. This is a modified version of this pose, but Leo is doing a further modification by taking the lower legs onto the seat of the chair. We know from in the centre many of our students are athletes, runners, and the hamstrings can be very tight and restricted. If this is the case with you, then the legs up the wall version may be too strong on your hamstrings, on your lower back. You need to work with the legs slightly bent until you get more length in the hamstrings, which we'll do by doing plenty of standing poses. Thank you for joining us today. Namaste.